right? The Fool. So Eight of Wands, this new sense of wonder, you walking forward with the stress falling behind you, that's coming in really fast, and it's coming in quick. I know a lot of the times the YouTube posts that I make don't get a lot of views, which is fine. I mean, I really don't want, I don't really want people to search me out. I don't want people to be like, oh, I gotta see what she's gotta say today. I don't want people I know to be like, oh, like, where's Kate's life at? What is she doing? Alright, I guess for everyone who watches this video, you'll know my name. Something I don't really say that often. But we got the Eight of Cups, so after the Eight of Wands, so it's coming in swift that we're finally walking away from something. It's been really hard for us. Page of Wands, we haven't felt like we could. We haven't felt like we wanted to. We haven't felt like we were meant to. We deserved to. That word deserve. We felt like we deserved to stay stuck in it. That was all that we deserved. We weren't worthy of better treatment. We weren't worthy of more love. We were all of these foul things that somebody thought that we were and said that we were. And we got to a point, you know, where for a while we probably had been believing them. Yeah, the devil. For a while we had been thinking we were not worthy of what would be a dream, what would knock us off our feet. We thought it was our job to keep sending all this love to others and giving out all of this love and carrying the whole weight of all of our relationships, not needing anything from anyone because we weren't getting it. So why would you have needs of something that you don't have? Yeah, that someone to come in and protect us and defend us and uphold our honor and be honorable next to us was not needed. We thought that these men needed to be strong, and it was okay if they were cold, and it was okay if they told us how it was, and we just believed them. For so long, we were in this mindset that we needed another, and the Moon and the Lovers. That this anxiety over the fact that we may not have an opportunity to be with our perfect partner, or we would pick our perfect partner and this person you were so in love with, right? So it's okay if they don't treat you right because you're so in love with them, right? You're so in love with them, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how kind who they are. It doesn't matter how much they care about our planet. It doesn't matter how they treat others. It doesn't matter what their values are, right? They don't align with yours. They care about fame and money, and you don't, but that's okay because you love them. So you thought that this is just how it was going to be, that these anxieties of not receiving the love that you wanted was okay because you had this fear that you would never actually get that person that is a 98.9% match with you. Or is it 98.2? I'm not sure, but there's no 100% match. 98.2 or 8 or 9% is still pretty damn good. That's as close as a match as you're ever going to get, guys. So you do have to accept somebody with their flaws. 9 of Wands in reverse. And you had to let go of the fact that you didn't feel like you were almost there. You didn't feel like you were about to find them. You didn't think that they could be there. So each person that you felt love with, 7 of Swords, you deceived yourself. You told yourself that it was fine. You gaslighted yourself. You defended yourself when they couldn't. I forgot that this deck has 2 lovers. We got both of these lovers. So they're closer than you think. You don't need to deceive yourself in love. So funny. So funny that we got both of those. So let's see what we get in this one. I know it's at the bottom of the deck. Well, let's shuffle. Let's see if it comes out again. We're not trying to have it be all about love, guys, but when you are a romantic, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles, in order for what you thought was love to leave you out in the cold, what you thought was love to leave you out in the cold in order to get what really is love. Wheel of Fortune, it's fate. It was fate that you needed to believe that maybe love wasn't for you, that you chose wrong, right? That the person that you chose didn't love you, didn't give you what you needed to tell you. Okay, so 6 of Wands, Nine of Wands. Oh, did I say that wrong? Yeah, Nine of Wands. Three of Wands. So that's why I'm saying it wrong. Like, they did love you in their own way, but we show love differently. So the way that we showed love was not the way that they showed love, and the way that we see and feel being loved is not the way that they were giving love. They might have loved you and tried to show you that they loved you in all these different ways, but it was not ways that you could see or feel because of all this past hurt, pain, and trauma, because of the disbelief that things could be your wildest dreams. And now you're standing at the precipice, leaving them behind. These ideas that you had, these expectations, anything you assumed that it was supposed to be, you no longer are holding on to these ideas of how love is supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like. Your addiction to the high of physical connection is no longer as important to you. Yeah, physical connection is extremely important to you, Nine of Cups, but it's never made you emotionally fulfilled. It's felt good as an addiction. It's felt good as something that you seek, and you held on this pedestal like physical attraction was the most important thing. And yeah, it is. You came out again, the Lovers. Yeah, you need that physical attraction. You do. You need to look at somebody and get hot, or nervous, or butterflies, or excited. But for people like me who are demisexual, or more along the lines of asexual, it's so rare you even found somebody attractive. So when you found them attractive, you almost latched onto them like they were your blood bank, like they were your food source. Like Ten of Swords, like no matter how much they hurt you, you still looked at them and you thought that they were the most beautiful thing you had ever seen. Or you kissed them and it was like this electricity that took over your entire soul, but that was you, the Magician. You were putting all of that energy into that connection, that relationship. You were choosing to love them and choosing to deal with all of this pain and this hurt that they put you through for the sake of that physical chemistry. But it's been three and three. So you should know by now that to have that physical connection, it's all about you and your choice. Four of Wands. You will, who you end up with in matrimony or under the eyes of God, who you are already in love with, who you're in love with under the eyes of God, and they are already in love with you. Yeah, they might not be in your present world right now, but God knows, and everyone will celebrate it. It will be something where the two of you make each other so happy. This is a complete overturn. You've had this idea stuck in your head for so long now because of the love and pain you've had for these men who might know how to love bomb you. They might know how to get you to a spot where you are this Knight of Cups. You are this romantic, rushing in, wanting to give them everything. That needs to end. You need to learn how to hold and balance yourself in a love that the greater you are, the more you bring to the table for them. And the more of a person you are, the more understanding, the more giving, the more... King of Swords. The more you can protect yourself and protect the connection, you won't need or feel like someone has to come in and do that for you. What do we got here? Oh! Okay, Eight of Wands. We've been getting that a lot lately. It's closer than we think. We feel like it's super far off. We don't even know how this is going to happen. It's closer than we think. Seven of Cups. We have more than we know. And we're just now, again, shedding this expectation that if we free fall, that no one will catch us. That if we free fall, we're not going to land where we need to be. That off this cliff, someone has let go of us. Maybe we have let them let go of us, not dropping us into nothing, free falling. We're going to hit the bottomless pits of hell. No, maybe they let go of us, and they went to where we think they were putting us. Eight of Swords, though, we're in a place, though, where we don't know all the details. We're in a place where this divine counterpart. Eight of Swords. or this divine counterpart might not be able to see us yet, or they don't, or they haven't. We're removing the blindfold, so we know we have been. We know we put it on ourselves. And Eight of Cups, we're now walking away from that. 10 of Cups. This is going to be more challenging than anything we've ever experienced. This is going to take extreme, pardon me, this is going to take extreme deliberance. We have to be very deliberate with what we're doing. We have to make these choices. We have to finally walk away from everything that has walked away from us, everything that has silenced us, everything that has put us in this desert alone, everything that was hoping we would trip and fail, who didn't care when we slipped and hit our head, that wasn't concerned with our well-being emotionally or physically, the thing that was constantly thinking of itself. We need to leave that, because us sacrificing doesn't mean love. You sacrificing yourself, walking away, abandoning yourself for these connections has not done you any good. It has left you feeling like you should be prettier, like you should have more money, like you should have more success, like you need to be famous. Like if someone's not going to name drop you, then you're not going to be worthy of the people that your heart and soul calls out to. The reason your heart and soul has called out to them, and you've been laid at their feet for them to kick to the curb, it was all part of your path to bring you back to reaching for the stars. We got the star, but I was kind of worried because we did in the other reading, so I got a little nervous and I just put it back in the deck. But this star, and for you to be the star, that is your wish fulfillment, and it is also the wish fulfillment for them. I mean, we got those two lovers from this deck, so I don't know if we're gonna get anything else. I want to make sure they weren't upside down. But we'll see here. Give us one more confirmation, God. One more string of advice to let someone know if this is for them or not. Alright. 7 of Cups again. We weren't so sure. They have it all. They have it all. They're going to fill all of our cups. There's no doubt about that. We had to go through this loss and these painful experiences of repetitively being left out in the cold to become the Empress, to truly actually embody achieving that Hierophant. We have become what that Hierophant will need, giving strength to the whole situation, because Ace of Wands, this new spark, it might just be noticed by you right now. You might be the only one who can pinpoint it and know exactly what it is and exactly what it's coming from, but it's felt, not just by you. Queen of Wands, they see, you need to start harnessing and using this energy for your own good, for your own being, for your prosperity and theirs. 6 of Wands, it's going to be full of adoration. 4 of Pentacles, the protection that you have over it and over yourself, they have over it and they have over themselves. This is not just for you, it's not just for them. This is something where it'll be exciting, and it won't be something you'll be afraid to ask for. King of Pentacles, they're already established. What they worry about is all internal, not external. And I think they're dreaming of you. They're tormented over what it means right now. They don't know what it means, and so all you can do is hope that it's laid at their feet. All you can do is ask that it be laid at their feet so that they can come forward. 10 of Pentacles. But even though in your absence, or in this space, in this subliminal where they don't quite have a name or a face or know what it is yet, that you can still be their comfort. Wheel of Fortune. That you don't need to fret or worry over them. Unfortunately, they're gonna have what they need to have happen and for them and bring them where they need to be, just like it's doing for you. And time is a construct, so theoretically space is a construct too. So they could be eons ahead of you. It doesn't matter about. They could have had different things happen to them, or maybe they need certain things or experiences to happen to them, because each person has like a different perception of bad, and maybe someone's heartbreak or pain is unlike something that you've experienced. It's possible that what is so rough to you, or what doesn't hold any weight because of all the rough things that have happened to you, would be interpreted completely differently from this other person. Judgment and the Chariot. Seems, with this Three of Pentacles, it seems as if maybe they're, this is what my head said, so I guess it's true, they're in a situation with their career where other people have control and judgment over their direction and where they're going. This came out reversed and I wanted to flip it over. Sun in reverse, as I was saying that, and that makes them feel stuck and very unhappy, and it's keeping them away from you. It's keeping them from having this. Alright, Queen of Swords in reverse. What you can do is just keep sending love out to them. Keep Ace of Cups, filling your own cup. You could keep loving yourself. You need them to see that they have themselves too, the Magician, and they don't need anybody else but themselves. They can do it all on their own. If anything, they can do it better. Three of Wands, Temperance, Four of Wands. So they need to make the decision to leave all of that behind. They need to stop being complacent with it. They need to get a little mad or angry or sad or passionate, or my love goes out to you, baby, because that's the only way that then they could become this union with you or with anybody else. They're going to need to get rid of that deception from the control of others. Nine of Swords, because that is what's keeping these dreams of a future with you or anybody else stuck in this place of fear. Empress, King of Cups, so emotional over you, so distraught, yet hiding it. Because it's going to get harder for them. It's going to cause them so much pain. And it's going to get harder for them to sleep at night. And they're going to be melting in a way that's not good. The bad kind of melting, not the good kind of melting. So, in order to come to this Empress, I say Empress a lot, like temperance and Empress, but in order to come forward to this Empress, they need to get emotional. They need to give in to their emotions. They need to be a little less pragmatical, a little less strength and temperance. They're so strong and calm, like maybe they're used to having a lot of emotions. That's not a new thing for them. They need a tower moment at the Tower. Chariot. Ace of Swords. Alright, to come forward to you and for the universe to allow you guys to have communication or back and forth or an open pathway together. They need to have this Tower moment that takes them there. Six of Pentacles, and the Tower moment is complete independence. Okay, reaching some sort of goal when it comes to other people's influence and judgment. Two of Swords in reverse to the Emperor. is all saying the same things. They are that emperor, they can be that emperor. Seven of Pentacles, they are working on it. And they do see that each little step that they take is further helping them to see those flowers grow and bloom, but they're going through it right now for themselves. Five of Cups in reverse. They're trying to avoid this loss. Okay, brain. It said, I think they're afraid now is the time that they might lose you. Or deep down in their soul, they felt like they already lost you, and so it didn't hurt them. It wasn't a loss, you know? The Moon, Six of Cups. Yeah, that's the past. So they already lost you, so they didn't feel the loss of it. It wasn't really that bad, but now it's creeping in that if they don't act, if they don't learn how to come forward, or if they don't figure out this obstacle that they have to overcome, if they don't understand it, it's gonna keep them stuck in that Two of Swords position. Page of Swords. Six of Swords. They do need to move on and have these epiphanies in this situation to get to the High Priestess. Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles, where they can juggle a situation. Queen of Pentacles. In order for them to they have to Six of Swords themselves to that High Priestess. Queen of Wands. They'll have her. They just have to have more of those epiphanies. All you can do is pray to God that they have those epiphanies. Oh, those epiphanies are going to have to do with sex. Those epiphanies are going to have to do with desire. Those epiphanies are going to have to do with seeing you. Spending some time in those fantasies, cultivating those fantasies, realizing that it's you that they can't get out of their head once they see you, but they have to see you. Without seeing you, they can't have this spark. The universe, that spark, Ace of Wands, the universe is going to have to show you to them. They have a lot of options. They have some very weighed down situations right now in their lives. They're carrying a lot that they feel like they need to rest, and they're taking this time to rest and build their strength. Because what their world is has seemed so full. Okay? They wonder why they're not fulfilled. Seven of Wands. Because they've never wanted to let any of these people in. May seem like they're friendly enough on the surface, but their heart is guarded, and it's because it belongs to you. Alright, is there anything else? This has gone on way too long. I'm sorry, guys. Wow, okay. Is there anything else? Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups. Even in this time of unknown, your energy from afar will help them. You have to stay in your own energy. You have to send out what you can send out to them through God. Page of Coins. They have to learn. They have to learn how to feel your energy. They have to learn how to tap inward. King of Cups. Give in to all of these emotions and these feelings that they have, and these curiosities and these wonders, and they have to almost become non-complacent. We got the same flippin' thing. You know how I said Six of Swords to the High Priestess? Six of Swords to the High Priestess. All they can do is have these epiphanies that bring them closer to you. Without it, it will break their heart. Their heart is going to feel broken without this High Priestess. So, King of Wands, they need to break away and be creative on their own to come into union with you. Two of Cups, to come into union. Okay, I'm going to talk as if I'm talking to them now, okay? You need counterpart of mine. your counterpart. Okay, we're speaking to them now. Masculines, we need you to realize you have so much. Five of Swords in reverse. You didn't get it by cheating or stealing or deceiving anybody. You worked hard for it, and it's your talent inside of you that is just innately there. Judgment. It's time for you to keep that inside, to put those judgments back inside. The Hangman, the Hierophant, the Two of Cups. So to come into union, you need to get yourself out of this place of suspension. You need to get into your Hierophant energy. You need to realize that you're the man in charge. It's you. You're the man in charge. No man is in charge of you. You need to realize that you wear the pants. And then you can come into this union with your person and your partner. I could keep going on this forever because I miss this person that I have not met. I'm removing Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm removing the blindfold. I can't be desperate because desperation isn't where things go well. Two of Swords in reverse, but I feel hungry for this connection. I feel hungry for this to start already, but I'm not impatient. Tower, Emperor. The Emperor needs their tower moment, so I can't rush this, and I can't be impatient. God is behind the scenes, and I don't see what that is. I don't like this. We got the Sun in reverse again after the Five of Wands. So I think in order to get their happiness with you, or for Queen of Pentacles, so in order for them to get their happiness with you, for them to have their happiness, or flip that card upside down, and I mean, in right side up, so it's not in reverse. Two of Pentacles again. Yeah, they need to juggle. Oh my God. How did this happen? I thought we got this earlier, but I'm seeing it. Maybe I put it back in the deck because it scared me. We got Sun in reverse right after. Interesting. Yeah, they really need you. They have everything but you. So in order for their happiness, for you to bring their happiness, you just got to keep praying to God. Justice. That it will happen, that they'll be able to be put in the position that they need to be put into. Oh my God. And have what they need to have, be shown what they need to be shown in order for this to Queen of Pentacles. I mean, and maybe you need to work on your finances and get them in order, and maybe when Magician, yeah, when you can dictate your life without needing anybody else, then maybe this person can come in. Because they're really stuck right now. Hangman. Three of Cups in reverse. The Star. They need to stop thinking that, we got this earlier with the Three of Pentacles. Upright, Three of Cups in reverse. Death. Yeah, they really need to, I kept saying they need to stop thinking that anything that they have is because of anybody else. Yeah, you can thank your parents for birthing you, but anything more than that, and helping you, of course, yeah, but if you weren't who you were, Six of Coins, King of Pentacles, you wouldn't have any of these things that you have if it wasn't for you. Yeah, you were created, you were brought into this world, but you have to see that as a blessing and divine intervention, because your parents had a child. It could have been any child, it just happened to be you. And you are Nine of Cups, the Empress. When you realize that you are the reason that everything has happened to you, good and bad, you are the reason, then your Empress will show up. She will come into the picture. So you can't just have nostalgic daydreams about this Empress and have these romantic ideas, Knight of Cups, and these daydreams and these fantasies. Sure, that's good for a while. Let it harness in your creativity and bring about what you need. And in the end, 1month. In the end, it's your decision. It's a decision that you have to make, regardless of anybody else. You can't just keep it in this ethereal world. Ten of Wands reverse. You need to let go of all of those heavy burdens. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, fighting tooth and nail and working so hard for something. When this communication can only come in, Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups, when this communication can only come in, and this connection can only come in to give you this wish fulfillment, when you make the space for it. You have to actively make the space for it, inside your psyche and externally. Page of Cups, you can't be so naive with your emotions. Nine of Pentacles, and be selfishly just taking care of yourself. I was finding Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. We got Page of Cups here, and the World. So, I believe in you. I think we got one left. Right, the one we got left was the Seven of Pentacles. You will see flowers. You just need to do the work to plant. Right now, you need to do the work to plant those seeds, to take those little steps, so that those flowers will come. It's okay right now that they're not here. The Star, Ace of Cups. Very similar. Very similar, only the Star is selfless, and the Ace of Cups isn't about selfishness or selflessness. It's just about emotionally fulfilling yourself, not worrying about what will emotionally fulfill somebody else. Maybe Ace of Cups is a little selfish, because it's like saying your selflessness makes you the Star, but you have to be a little selfish here and make sure you're full up on what you want, and you go after your dreams, and maybe to know that you know what's best for you. And other people might want what's best for you, but not know what's best for you, because ultimately, you, the Six of Cups for some reason is sticking out to me right now. You know what's best for you, and you know what you have harnessed internally as a power the entire time you've existed on this planet. And that's not meant to be a dream for somebody else. That's your dreams, and that's your wants, and these secret things inside of you, only you can have. So whatever somebody else wants for you, and they think they can vicariously live through you, doesn't matter. You need to have what you need to have for you. You need to look inwardly and really think about what that is without the influence of anybody else.